Good afternoon, everyone. Scarecrow 462 New Zealand here, or UDX 462. Anyway, just wanted to show you the third installment of old school CB AM radios that New Zealand had in the 1970s. And in this third installment, this is the AWA Clarion TR-10. Now these are a bit rough shape, but I want to get one of these going out of the two, and I'm pretty sure I can do it. So this one here's had obviously parts robbed off it, like the channel switch and mic and cords and stuff like that. I think I've got some of those anyway, but just not immediately to show you all. But anyway, I took the pleasure of taking the covers off because there's a few things I'll show you guys inside. So these are basically AWA Clarion TR-10, and apparently they were made in New Zealand, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So you old-timers could probably clarify that maybe they were made in New Zealand with some imported boards maybe from Australia, because AWA actually stands for Amalgamated Wireless Australasia Limited, and they were based in Sydney. But looking at the back of these, I'll just turn one around. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. Come on, zoom up. Can we zoom up, please? There we go. Teleradio TR-10, New Zealand Post Office type approval, AWA New Zealand Limited. So they probably were assembled in New Zealand, probably using perhaps local and some imported products. Anyway, let's have a look inside these two. And this one here, I will show you something. Obviously it's missing the antenna output here. So we'll come back to the channel switch. So it's 12 channel. Sorry, it's upside down now. There's the squelch and your volume on off control volume, 4-pin plug. So yeah, so this one here's missing the antenna output there. This one's still got it here. Obviously crystallized. So I'll just try and zoom in so you guys can have a good look. And we'll come over to this one here. So straight off the bat, the first thing I noticed was I need to hold it where my pointer is. The capacitor there is blue, and this one here on this model is, I'll just bring my pointer over, is black, and it looks to be slightly larger in size. And this one here is blue, and it's slightly ready to pop because there's a bit of swelling going on there. So this one here, it may have been replaced at some stage. It's a black cap and it's slightly larger. Anyway, so I was sort of thinking, looking at both of these boards, even though that's got the antenna outlet in it, I'm thinking, after looking a close look at these caps on this one, and looking at how sort of, some of them are bulging a bit. Yeah, nah, I think I might use this one as the radio that I'll try and get going, because it looks like a better board overall. And I'm got a funny feeling, I remember reading this in a post somewhere, that the black caps were much more modern than the old blue ones. And plus these aren't swelled up like some of the ones on this old radio are. So I might have to get myself an antenna outlet port, or just unsolder that one off and put it over to here. What is interesting though is there's not a lot on the internet about these, but from what I understand, apparently they were prone to engine noise from your car, although I used to run one in my car and I didn't really have much of a problem. So maybe it's this one here. I noticed it's got a resistor and that on there, so maybe that was to help with cancelling out some of the engine noise. I'm not sure on that because I'm not a techie. But anyway, yeah, this one here is the one I'll probably go with. Plus speaker. Oh, probably robbed the speaker off this one actually. This one here looks like a better one. And the diaphragm on that one looks a little bit more tired. So anyway, what else was going to say? So, oh yeah, when were these released? Okay, so I really couldn't find much on the internet about these, but if going by some of the tape decks of the time that were released in the cars, between 1973 and 76, although with these CB radios, I'm guessing probably anywhere from 1973 to 79. What gives that away is if we, sorry, this isn't the right way around, but I'll just turn this around real quick. That, zoom up, focus, 7.9 on the sticker there, on the, what's that, the volume control, or the squelch? No, that's a squelch, so it's got a sticker on there, 7.9, so I'm thinking this one with the black caps is probably the later, more modern version, if you can call it modern, because it was got 7.9 on there, so I'm guessing that was the year that this thing was released or manufactured. So this one was a 79, and I'm guessing that might have been a couple of years earlier, hence the blue caps and the more wear and tear on those caps. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I could really find about these. Apparently, there's a Pi SS140 that came out in New Zealand, which I will show you a bit later on. And apparently the boards are very similar. I read a comment somewhere that the Pi SS140 and the AWA Clarion TR-10s were about almost identical electronics. Both made in New Zealand from US, great designs. That's a comment I read. So I don't know how true that is, but you Kiwi guys out there, the old school CBers, I was only a kid back then, really, in the 1970s, so yeah, you older guys out there would probably be more informative on when these were actually released and where the boards were made or developed, or were they really all assembled here or not. Anyway, with that, I'll give it away and say 73s. I hope you enjoyed that little wee snippet on my old school 12-channel AM only AWA TR-10 Clarions. Cheers all.